Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. In today's episode, we are going to be looking at two amazing cryptocurrencies, Zilliqa and BNB, Binance Coin. So pretty much, I'm just going to be summarizing what I really expect the markets to do. So obviously, BNB has been performing very well because there has been so many activities propelling the demand, or rather increasing the demand of BNB. Therefore, a lot of people have been flocking over to getting, or rather purchasing the BNB coin. This is one of the reasons why it has been appreciating in value a whole lot. So on the contrary, Zilliqa aka Zil has been very disappointing and very annoying, especially in the past few days, well 3 days to be precise, because I was expecting like a breakout to continue, because finally, as far as Zilliqa resistance is concerned, right, we did manage to break through this particular resistance right over here, and finally we broke towards the upside, and this could be considered a very good bull flag right there. So the reason why we are not really continuing to propel towards the upside is really unbelievable right now. Like, this is very annoying due to the fact that other coins have been performing very well, because BTC right now is actually close to around 60,000 US dollars. So BTC is very stable, and some coins have been picking up, though we are having like a red day for the most part, like on a lot of alternative cryptocurrencies, right? But there are a lot of good number of coins that have been, relatively going up as BTC went up in value as well. But you know what usually happens, especially when it comes to Zilliqa, right? We have experienced this like a number of times. Right now, I'm looking at the 3-day chart, right? And as you can see, before we actually broke out, right, we obviously had, these situations where we end up breaking out and then coming back down. So Zilliqa has got like a lot of whales who are trading it, and they're like pretty much ruining the party, because like how can you explain this situation? You break out quite all right, and then you come back down to your initial phase, and then the bullishness sort of continues. So now that we broke out of this particular area, right, we came back down yesterday. We dropped as low as 10 cents, and today is pretty much a red day, and I don't know, we just need to have like continuous upward momentum. We don't want to have situations whereby it pumps and then it dumps way below its initial pump level. That doesn't really make any sense. I really hate such type of situations. Like, what's this? It pumps, it breaks out, and then it comes back down to this particular level. Like, what's that? Doesn't really make any sense. It really pisses me off, man. But eventually it does pick out, it does pick up, and it does do well in the long run. So it's just a matter of patience. It's just about having patience. And if you guys are looking for some levels that you need to be like looking out for, I really believe that this particular level we are holding at this particular moment is a very good entry, or a very good support level, because this particular area is beginning to act as support. So previous resistance becomes support. So obviously, if we had to look at the activity that we had probably in a past few days, right, this one we dropped as low as this particular area right over here, and we dropped as low as this particular level, 18 cents. Okay, so this was the action that I was telling you about, and it really seems like a scam week, but of course we have to test this particular resistance around this cluster of trading action. So now that we have verified that this is a legit support, resistance turned into support, we are most likely bound to continue our upward trajectory. So you just have to be a little bit patient and give Zilliqa some time. It usually does this, it does crazy stuff like that, but eventually it does go up. So the thing that I discovered about Zilliqa is you're supposed to be very quick when it comes to profit taking, because the price usually comes back down. So whenever we have like an impulsive move, just get out and then wait for the price to retrace. I think that's the best. But of course, when you do that, sometimes the price doesn't even get back to your initial area. But eventually, time does make a lot of profit. Time does give you a lot of profits, if you know what I mean. So if you're just patient enough to just weather the storm and just wait it out, I think you're going to eventually do very well. But this is super frustrating. Like, even for me, I'm like a very good I'm one of those top Zilliqa fans out there, and I've been in this particular project for like a very long period of time, but it just becomes annoying at some time. So please, whoever is doing that, please just let the price appreciate in value. We're tired already. Jesus Christ. Okay, enough about Zilliqa. More of the story as far as Zilliqa is concerned. One of the most bullish thing that has happened is we are using this particular level as support. So the price is barely going to drop below this particular level, because we did wind our way up and we finally broke out. So that is very bullish. So as far as the price doesn't retrace below this particular level, then we are Gucci, and we're going to end up going to the to the stratosphere and just doing very well. So that is the most bullish thing about Zilliqa right now. Of course, we're facing like a little bit of uncertainty due to the fact that the price is not appreciating because there's too many people selling. So yeah, it's annoying me at this particular moment. So anyhow, let's go back to BNB. So the reason why BNB is pumping is obviously due to the pumpanomics of the Binance chain. So if you guys have never heard of the term pumpanomics, basically pumpanomics is a term that really gets to describe some sort of manipulation towards the upside, because there could be events leading up to a certain day that might really hype up a lot of cryptocurrency investors investing in a particular cryptocurrency. So for example, what Binance does is they have an ecosystem that really allows them to drive demand for their coin. Like for example, here they recently had like a launch pool for TLM. So TLM is basically Alien's World. It's more of a simulated economy where players can compete for NFTs. So what they're doing is they are incentivizing people to buy and stake BNB. So when you buy and stake BNB and BUSD, right, you're going to be eligible to get some TLM tokens. So these guys are consistently having events that really entice people to buy the BNB coin because they really want to drive up demand. If you look at the laws of supply and demand, right, it does make sense because Binance coin, or rather Binance exchange, happens to be one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges as far as centralized exchanges are concerned. So it does make sense for them to sort of push their coin and their ecosystem. So they are consistently having some sort of events that really drive up the demand of BNB. So previously we had the TKO, and then on the 16th of April, there's going to be like a BNB token burn event. So people are obviously anticipating for the price of BNB to continue appreciating because BNB token has got this sort of inbuilt mechanism that allows the circulating supply to be sort of cut off by them offering token burns. So the more they burn tokens, the more there's going to be the less BNB are going to be out there, like in the circulating supply. So that's obviously going to just cause the price of BNB to appreciate in value. So BNB is definitely a very good solid investment if you were to ask me. Like it's a very good coin, and I think it's one of those safe bets, because it's obviously not going to go anywhere because these guys are very dominant. These guys have been dominating the crypto world, and it's hard to like get rid of BNB. So if we had to look at some targets of BNB, right, so where would BNB end up going? So I mean, it has really done tremendously well, and it's exceeding all the targets. So right now it's just like in no man's land. It's just going up. It's just doing what it has to do. It's just it's just been overwhelming at this particular moment. So I can't even have like any anchor points to sort of use because it has exceeded everything. So yeah, BNB is one of those solid coins, and I really believe that it could end up being one of the it could end up being, or rather replacing, Ethereum, because BNB has now got the Binance Smart Chain, which is like rapidly growing, and these guys are like very innovative, and they're pretty much copying what Ethereum has built over the years, and they're just like duplicating it and just doing it on the Binance Smart Chain. However, the Binance Smart Chain is very cheap and very affordable, so there's obviously going to be a migration of developers and just the people who are responsible for innovation in this ecosystem. These guys are going to be migrating to cheaper coins, because just to deploy a contract for developers on Ethereum is bloody expensive, if you know what I mean. So they are most likely going to be saving a ton of money if they end up building on chains such as the Binance Smart Chain, and or even on Zilliqa blockchain as well. So this is one of the reasons why most likely BNB in the next 6 months could potentially be the second cryptocurrency, and this thing has been blowing up, and this thing has been just crazy, man. So if we look at the discrepancy in terms of the market cap, right, there's a huge difference between 246 billion market cap of Ethereum versus the BNB market cap of about 87 billion. So you can obviously make a 3x, like conservatively and realistically speaking. So a 3x is absolutely possible from this particular current price. And a while back, remember on my YouTube channel, I did talk about Binance coin going to $5,000. So if I could just go back to my content, I did talk about BNB going to around $5,000, and you guys were like really laughing at me. You were saying, hey, you don't really know exactly what you're talking about, but I'm sure you guys now agree with me, and it is absolutely possible. So Binance coin, let me just quickly look that up. So 6 months ago, I told you Binance was going to pump towards 5,000. Well, 5,000 could be like a little bit exaggerated, but of course, $2,000 is absolutely feasible. It is absolutely possible. So I did tell you 6 months ago, and again, I am on the right path of being as close to the truth as possible. Okay, so right now, what's happening with Zilliqa? Zilliqa is slightly picking up, okay, which is very good. And I just hope it's just going to, continue going up. And in case anybody's looking for another entry, I really think 0.19111, as far as zero is concerned, is a very good area to sort of jump in, especially when we find and see that the support is holding. So we could potentially face like a little bit more downturn as far as Zilliqa is concerned, but eventually we're going to shoot up. That's for sure. That's definitely for sure. So my Binance price prediction in the next 6 months is obviously between $2,000 to $5,000, $2,000 to $5,000, but realistically speaking, I really think $2,000 is absolutely doable, and it's something that can be done in a short period of time if this momentum continues. And by the way, Binance is always going to be pumping its coin. There's always going to be pumponomics coming up, here and there. These guys are going to be like absolutely doing whatever it takes to drive up the demand of the BNB tokens. So best believe, and the more we approach the the peak or the height of the upcoming bull market, right, the more projects and new companies are going to be building on top of the Binance Smart Chain, and even the whole entire cryptocurrency ecosystem, and they are going to need to be listed on BNB. And these guys from the Binance team, these guys are going to be taking advantage of that. You guys already know that that's what's going to happen. So the more the more projects that arise, the more projects that keep on building, the more they're going to need to use one of the biggest and most valuable cryptocurrency exchanges, and that's just going to just eventually funnel its way into the price appreciation of BNB. So absolutely, BNB is like one of those great cryptocurrencies out there. So that's all I had for you today. Please let me know, which one do you think is one of the safest bets as far as investing in cryptocurrencies is concerned. So for example, if you had to like invest for the next 2 years, if you had to buy now and just pretty much forget about it, and then just come back and look at your cryptocurrency portfolio in about 2 years, which coins would you go for? Would you go for Zilliqa? Would you go for BNB? And yeah, just let me know in the comment section below. It's been your boy Muna, aka Beyond 10x. Hit the like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and in case you've got any other questions, contributions, and all that good stuff, please drop everything in the comment section below. So I'll talk to you a little bit later. Bye.